Alright, hey, what's up guys, it's Roy here, and with today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the VRS design Damda Kickstand Pro case for my Samsung Galaxy S21. Now, VRS design was kind enough to send a bunch of different review samples for my S21 and my iPhone 12, but this was the first one that I decided to review because it's the one I've been using the most. So they do make it for all of the S21 models, so Plus and Ultra. So if you want to buy this case, it's only $16.99 on Amazon with Prime shipping right now. So I will link my affiliate links down in the description if you want to buy this. So big thank you for supporting my channel if you follow those links and do that. So with this case, let's go ahead and take a real quick look at it. But my main focus with this, without the phone being in, is actually the inside first. So on the interior, it does say in this top left-hand corner, airspace structure. So it gives you these little reinforced corners that kind of act as little airbags to help dissipate the energy away from a drop and help prevent a break, hopefully. But it's this nice smooth TPU material that is going up against your phone. You do have this big yellow plastic portion here that does say Kickstand Pro. I don't know if it's going to come up in the video or not, but this is where you see the function of the kickstand working. So if I was to kind of mess with that, you'll see that there. But yeah, so this is what the phone is going up against. So let's go ahead and grab my S21 here real quick and put it in. Very simple install. So start on this side like I usually do with the buttons, and then just push in. Very snug fit. And there is the phone in the case. So I do have a skin on my phone, but as you can see, you are able to see the portion of that skin that would be shining through, because with the camera bump cutout, it is more of a chunkier cutout versus the more slimmer style that I usually prefer to just kind of cover up the screen or the back of the phone a little bit more, but kind of show off more of the camera bump. But I'm okay with this design at the end of the day. It doesn't bother me, but I do prefer it to kind of just follow that line and then do that kind of half circle around the flash. But as you can see here though, it does have this really nice just lip around the camera bump. So you are getting some really, really good protection with the camera bump. So that way, you know, it's gonna help at least protect from those bumps and bruises. So just to do the wobble test like I usually do on my videos, it's definitely gonna have some major shakeage on both ends. And it's obviously because of that hump with the kickstand. So as you can see there, it does have just a little bit of a camel hump there. But the look of this case is really cool. So as you can see, it's got these like little cutouts here. There's just different textures everywhere. Then you do have your kickstand here that's kind of like a gunmetal gray color with the VRS design. Has just kind of this real just like machine look to the kickstand. And then of course you have a little cutout here actually to show off that yellow portion of the interior of the case. So it does kind of give this nice little just different color tone effect here. And then of course it does have that rigid material here. So as you can hear, you know, it definitely does have this just really grippy material. And then just these little grippy little edges here, obviously on the three corners as well, but just looks really good. Now on the side here, this is what it looks like. So you do have some raised buttons for your power button and your volume up and down button. You kind of have just this single, just little gloss line down the whole entire sides of the device case. But like I said, it just looks kind of cool. And then you do have just these really nice grippy cutouts here for teeth, you know, just where your hand's going when you're holding the device. It's very, very grippy, but definitely looks very good there. Then if you go down to the bottom, as you can see, that line just kind of, like I said, just goes throughout the whole case. But you do have a cutout for your USB-C port and your mic, and then of course your speakers. On the side here, there is no buttons obviously, but you do have that grippy textured teeth there as well, once again for grip. And then when you go to the top here, you do have those two cutouts for your mics up top. Now, as far as the actual lips around the front of the device, you do have some major lips going all around the whole entire 360 of the device, which is going to be very nice because obviously you're getting some great screen protection out of it. And then where the cutout for the speaker on the grill, up here is is that it's just a very single, nice little slim cutout there. So it's not chunky at all. It's very clean looking. So when you're looking straight on at it, it does not look bad at all. Now for the wobble test for the screen, if I put it face down, there is no shake at all because of that uniformal, just same lip kind of depth there. It definitely helps with the shakiness. So like I said, it does have a little bit of a hump there, and that's to be expected because of the kickstand. So definitely that is okay. Next thing, let's do the clicky button test. So let's start with the power buttons and volume up and down. Okay, so very, very clicky buttons. So it definitely passes the clicky button test. It also does say that it is Qi wireless charging compatible. So I just so happen to have my wireless charger here. So let's see. And there we go. So it is Qi wireless charging compatible, which I was a little surprised at first because of just all the stuff that's going on back here. But it definitely does work. Now, I did already do some testing with the reverse power sharing. Unfortunately, since my battery is at 29%, I can't show you in the video, but I can tell you without a fact, it does also do the wireless power sharing on the back as well, because I know sometimes phones do and don't. If it is Qi wireless charging compatible, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will work with the wireless power sharing, but this one does for sure. Now with the kickstand, the cool thing about the kickstand is you can do it at 120 degrees and 140 degrees. So what that means is that you are able to place the kickstand in the normal kind of stance with the kickstand like this, but you are also able to flip it around and have it leaning more back depending on the viewing angle that you want. So that is something that's actually kind of cool with this kickstand, is that I actually haven't noticed that much with phones that have kickstands. You usually just can do it one way and that's it. Sometimes if you're able to click it around, like the OtterBox cases, for example, that have the case that you click in, that's the belt clip part, you can rotate that. So if you wanted to kind of do portrait and landscape mode, you could. But I do like that it gives you that extra oomph with the degree of angle for the viewing. So that way, just depending on where you're sitting, if you're eating lunch and you wanted it just leaning back just a little bit more, you do get that with this. So there you go, guys. There is the VRS Design Kickstand Pro case. It is pretty slim considering it is a bulky case. Feels very, very good in the hands. Definitely gives you that military drop protection that you're looking for. But all around, it is a really good case for the money, guys. So hit that like button if you liked the video. If you loved it, then please subscribe and ring that notification bell for up-to-date content. So be safe out there, God bless, and I'll see you on the next one.